It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Chicago Bulls. Looking at the Bulls, they were undefeated against this squad last season, going 3-0. We'll see if they can continue that dominance. And tonight, a chance to see the continued development of Lauri Markkanen, the 7-foot sharpshooter out of Finland. Kenny, your thoughts?
Not too many Finnish basketball players, but he's comes from a basketball family. Both his parents actually played pro hoops. Now, that's the first ever pick in the first round for Finland.
And he's able to finish around the rim.
He made history in Finland. Somewhat underrated as an athlete, but he's another 7-footer out there shooting threes. I hate it, but you got to love it.
No question.
Why do we have to love it if you hate it?
Because I'm not a shooter.
I know.
PMFS, baby.
What is that?
Prolific, most frequently scorer.
Okay.
That does it for us. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.
That's what it means.
The Hawks play before the hometown crowd, and we've got it live right here from Atlanta, Georgia. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline.
Here we go.
Looking at Chicago, they want to turn it around after that loss to the Charlotte Hornets. So for the Hawks, Len comes in for Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Jeremy Lin in for Young. And the Bulls making a change also. Day's checked in. So for Chicago right now, Levine and Parker are the wings. And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. And it's Day in at the point. We've already seen a few players make, Brent, a big leap over last year. Their hard work is really paying off.
The interesting thing over the past few years is just how intricate the off-season training is for players. And this is why I think the evolution of the game feels like it's been sped up. So many specialized coaches, so much time that guys want to work on facets of their game that are opening up opportunities. And with so much space that's on the floor for guys, we get to see those skill sets a little bit more often on a nightly basis. Awesome to see that players continue to strive to maximize their potential.
I agree. Carter outside. Down low. Day no good.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Pass to Prince. Rebound by the Bulls.
And right now, I think just his demeanor is hurting the team. His shooting's been off, and he knows it. And his versatility on offense is so spectacular. He always finds ways to help put points up on the board.
And Bazemore kicks to Prince. Pass to Lin. And the shot goes in. Lin's got 7 points. Chicago leading by 5. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Lloyd Pierce.
He's tried to remain upbeat about their performance this season, even though they have not played at the level of the elite teams in the league. He said the effort's been there, we just haven't gotten the results we've been hoping for. They continue to try to find answers. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks so much, David. For Chicago, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Now the Hawks moving at the... Look at that!
Well, that's some speed right there shown by Bazemore. The bucket is as easy as they come if you run like that.
And a great second look there. Another Unleash Chaos replay. Brought to you by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. Day kicks to Levine. He dishes it to Day. Knocked loose. Here's Parker. Len grabs the board.
Yeah, this is where you might elect to pass out of the slump rather than shoot out of it.
Takes it from 10. The shot will not fall. Now Chicago takes it the other way.
Well, his struggles are consuming the rest of the team here tonight. He's got to find his rhythm and find it fast.
For Chicago, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. And he knocks down the first one. So for the Hawks, Plumlee is checked in for John Collins. Carter comes in for Taurean Prince. And it's Justin Anderson in for Kent Bazemore. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Robin Lopez is checked in for Carter. Bobby Portis comes in for Lauri Markkanen. Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Parker. And Justin Holiday subbed in for Zach LaVine. Here is Day. Defended by Lynn. Bulls moving the ball around. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. And the Bulls lead by 4.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Len finds Lynn. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Count it. Lynn's got 11 points.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Day, the pass to Lopez. Here is Day. Defended by Lynn. Passes it to Day. Now Valentine. Now the dish to Day. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jeremy Lin. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. That free throw good from Day. And so he hits both.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
The Hawks trail by 4, and Anderson kicks to left. Outside, Lynn. Rebound by the Bulls. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season.
And they swept the season series against them last year. They really did have the upper hand.
Holiday, the pass to Day. And that's a foul called on Miles Plumlee. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. Bulls have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether. And they've clearly been the aggressors here early on, drawing fouls and working themselves to the line.
Well, the best part of this Hawks team now is their youth. And with youth comes a ton of potential, a ton of room for this team to grow together, both the new coaching staff and the new guys to the league. And they have some cap flexibility, some other things that they can do to get creative around this youthful and exuberant roster.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Knocked away. In transition, here come the Bulls. Jumps up, flushes it down to finish the break.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Now here's Lynn. He's guarded by Day. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Len. Good D by Lopez.
It looked like he wanted no part of that. Superb defense there, really making it tough on him.
Anderson against Holiday. Inside. Lynn looking it over. Shoots from 8, and it's sent back by Lopez. And so it's Chicago in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. You may not remember Vince Carter traded on draft night for his college teammate Antoine Jamison, but he talked about that crazy exchange.
So as I'm sitting back there, it's like there's been a trade, you know, Toronto Raptors and Golden State make a trade for Antoine James and Vince Carter right there. So our families are sitting right next to each other. So they're fixing the hat, and all of a sudden it's like, all right, here's your hat. All right, give us that hat. Move forward. So it was just the weirdest thing.
The 5th and 6th picks in the draft, both of them went on to great careers.
And draft day trades happen all the time, but being traded for your college teammate, a pick apart, that's pretty unique.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
I mean, through that first quarter, to me, it's all about their deep.
There's a lot of ways to build a lead. This one's built on stops.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Bulls, we've got Robin Lopez, Valentine out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's D, and it's Holiday in at the 2. 5 to shoot. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Portis can't get it to go. The Hawks trail by 6. And the call will be against D. That's his first foul. Chicago making a switch here. Haynes checked in. When it comes to veteran players, Brent, on a team, what characteristics make for a good leader for a bunch of young guys under him?
We talk a lot about veteran guys on teams, Kevin, and I think one of the most important aspects to think about is that those veterans have a lot more impact if they're still part of playing minutes for a coaching staff. At some point, 4 or 5 months into a season, when an older player is telling you how to do something and only get a chance to see it during practice or him pointing it out on film when you're playing, doesn't have as much of an impact.
Doesn't resonate
right.
as much.
When a guy gets 15 minutes a night and you get to see him do those things as a young player from the bench and say, wow, everything he told me on my list, he's checked all those boxes. So having a vet that plays, much more impactful.
Good point. Prince against Markkanen. Count that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down to 8. Again, the points coming from Prince.
Well, he has good size at his position, and Taurean Prince, even though traffic around him doesn't speed him up. Nice shot there.
Day kicks to Parker. On the wing, Levine. He's covered by Bazemore. Carter at the elbow. Bulls moving the ball around. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Young finds Len. Up top, Bazemore. To the paint. Collins in the post. Guarded by Levine. And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Collins. Levine passes to Markkanen. Boom! He jams it straight down.
You got to like the vision for Markkanen. I mean, a big man who knows how to find the open man.
Atlanta's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And the call will be against D. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. That free throw, no good.
And I'll tell you, Trae Young, go big or go home. Always gives you 100%, as competitive as they come. And the young fella wants to win so badly, sometimes that emotion really comes out.
Levine passes to Day. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Yeah, his shooting has been on target here in the second frame after not being able to get anything going in the first.
And you know, Greg, it's amazing the impact Young makes, especially, of course, on the offensive end.
High-level shot maker, a threat the moment he crosses half court. Instinctive playmaker, just needs to play more within himself and avoid over-dribbling.
Even after a number of years in this league, Len still feels like a developmental project.
Well, out of the 5 positions, centers seem to be not only the latest guys to develop, but also with the way the game is going, you wonder what their position is in today's game. You look at Marc Gasol, he didn't become elite until he turned about 30 years old. Hassan Whiteside, DeAndre Jordan, it takes some time, Kevin.
And he just seemed to have a little more fire in the first quarter than he has in this one. And it showed in all the trips he made to the free throw line. Those have dried up.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. The Hawks trail by 9. The kick out to Young. Count that one.
You know, he didn't score the ball much in the first quarter, but he has been really, really solid during the second quarter. I expect a big game from him now.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second. And Larry Markkinen, a 7-footer who can really let it fly. At Arizona, the most three-pointers ever by a 7-footer in a single season.
Prince kicks to Len. To the inside, Bazemore. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
Bazemore wiry, and when he gets on the inside, I like where he finds the space to finish at the rim.
And Markkinen also setting records for three-pointers made by a rookie grade.
A quick release, the ball comes off his hands so effortlessly. He's more than a stretch big as well. I think he's a shooter who just happens to be 7 feet tall. And he looks totally out of sorts here at the stripe. Those defenders aren't afraid at all to body him up and force him to earn his points at the line.
Now, here is Young. He's covered closely. Len with it. 9 points last game. Young inside. He's guarded by Day. And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut down to 7 on the bucket from Young.
And the work ethic coming into play there. I like how Young can just focus on the task at hand.
And to look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Bulls.
And they've been avoiding those deep threes. They're capable of knocking those shots down from long range, but so far they've really been reluctant to let it fly from that free throw line extended three-point shot.
Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for Young. The Atlanta Hawks coming to this one after the win against Dallas. Outside, Lin lets it go from 11. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Day. Parker dishes to Day. Makes it off the glass. Day's got 12 now in this quarter.
Well, he made some kind of adjustment to his game after a poor first half. He's been impressive shooting the ball during the second.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Now here's Lin, covered by Day. Now Bazemore. 11 points for him in that last game against Dallas. Here's the 3. The shot, no good. And so it's Chicago, holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. We're seeing tremendous gameplay from D.
And I just love how aggressive he is. Usually tries to work for the best shot that he can.
Well, we saw that in the first half, and he's constantly on the move and slipping behind the eyes of the defense to work closer to the rim.
Lin and Bazemore make up the backcourt. And it's Prince outside at the 3 with Collins down at the power forward. And it's Dedmon in at the 5. That's the group starting the second half for Lloyd Pierce.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Now here's Lin, covered by Day. They get it again. Here's Dedmon. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Dedmon's got his first 2 points of the night.
Dedmon using his length that time on the offensive end.
Poked loose and stolen by Bazemore. Fast break, the Hawks. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Carter's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Day. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Brent, the league is shaking things up as far as training and evaluation of referees. Do you think it'll result in getting a higher percentage of calls correct? They're pretty good as it is now.
The referees are fantastic.
They are.
And the fact that we're even having a discussion about a higher percentage of correct calls, Kevin, I would just like to have a higher percentage of correct calls for the rest of this game with you.
Well, good. This guy next to me handed me this card. It wasn't my idea. It was this guy over here.
Yeah, well,
he said, ask Brent about the referee.
We need the stats, guys.
Yeah. Oh, no, we do. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Down low, Young with the steal. And now here comes Young leading the break. That one goes in. Young's got 11 points.
You know, you can't afford to let Young slip by you, especially in these open floor situations. That is inviting trouble.
Carter, the pass to Dave. And there's the rebound by Dedmon. Dedmon's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the middle. The kick out to Young. And it's off from 3-point range. The Bulls leading by 8. Launches it. And that drops in from beyond the arc. 3-pointer from Day. Day's got 23.
He's having a night right now. Credit to the shooting touch, helping his team with the lead.
Dedmon inside. Carter on him. Bulls have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Parker kicks to Carter. Here is Day. 23 points in the game. Dishes it to Parker. Shot clock at 6. The 3. Rebound Atlanta. Dedmon's got rebound number 5 here tonight. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That is his first foul.
And Dwayne Dedmon, a player who started his NBA career late, was a rookie at age 24 and then floated around to several teams. But he has gone from being an end-of-the-bench guy to an important rotation player in just the last few seasons.
And with Dedmon and the teams he's played with, you know, he always has found a way, Greg, to slot in and give you good minutes.
Yeah, what I love about him, he knows who he is as a player and plays to his strengths. Never gives up on a play on either end of the floor. And now he's even added a 3-point shot to his arsenal to kind of further expand his versatility.
Levine kicks to Lopez. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And Day gets it to go.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, when your opponent's down and frustrated, this is when you can turn it up.
Inside. Count that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut back down now to 10 as they pick up the bucket from Lynn.
And not relying at all on the 3-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half. Zach LaVine, a high riser. The 2-time dunk contest champ, making his return from that ACL surgery. He can be an explosive scorer.
And from everything you hear, LaVine is a big-time gym rat, Greg.
Yeah, you know, I think he's very dedicated to reaching his full potential. And with his shooting and athleticism, I think he's a great fit in today's game in terms of offense.
That is good. And the Bulls' lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Len. Chicago's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Day, the pass to Parker. Kicks it to Day. Shoots over Lynn. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Jeremy Lin.
If they play it right, we're talking a 2-for-1.
Yeah, this is where it comes down to really good clock management, and you want to maximize each of your possessions.
There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Markkanen dishes to Day. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
Well, a tip of the cap to the coaching staff here. They're recognizing how well he's playing, so the game plan has been built around it. Well, the D looks like they're laying off just a little bit. He made 1 3 in the first half, but they're still daring him to shoot, and he can't make them pay for it.
And here's Bazemore. Lynn from long range, and that one released in time, but no good. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Bulls leading by 10. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Atlanta. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, Greg, is peripheral vision.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. And here's Levine, who brings it up for Chicago. So the Bulls 5 right now. Markkanen is the 4, with Lopez in the middle. Levine and Parker are the wings. And it's Day in at the 1 spot. The Hawks trail by 12. Here's Bazemore, and the dunk by Bazemore.
Every time Bazemore gets close to the rim, it is always exciting to see how it is he's going to finish. Love seeing dunks like that.
And the foul on Kent Bazemore. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Here is Day. Over to the left wing. Parker with a clean look. Drops in the tray.
Nice to see Jabari Parker looking more and more comfortable behind the three-point line.
Now the pass to Collins. Prince with it. He kicks the land. Now here's Collins. From 12 feet out. And again, it's Atlanta. Chicago leading by 11. To the paint. Right block shot. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The first free throw is good. And so Levine nails both of them. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
You have to respect the concentration level of Lynn there. Just doesn't get rattled on his shot when the D whacks it. And for Lynn, missing the season last year, he's just glad to be back. His playmaking and creativity is something that this team needs. As long as he's healthy and playing aggressively, he'll be an effective guard option.
Markkanen kicks today. Just 5 on the clock. And stolen by Bazemore. Lynn finds Len. In the corner, it's Lynn. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Bazemore, no one around him.
He seems to be forcing just a little bit out there. He needs to play a little calmer, a little smarter, with a little bit more poise if they're going to win this one.
The Hawks trail by 10. And the call will be against D. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that's number 4. Definitely something to keep track of as we move forward.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Bazemore passes to Lynn. Shot from 12. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Pretty surprised he missed that shot. The defense was decent, but not really a factor.
Day dishes to Markkanen. Back to Parker. And he goes in for the dunk.
That's a good read by Jabari, a solid passer, and he knew he could reward a teammate that time.
So it's the Hawks now. A 12-point game. Here's Prince. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11. Bulls have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Here's Day. Here's what the Atlanta Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Monday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Philadelphia 76ers. And then on Tuesday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And when you look at the Kings matchup, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Lynn kicks to Prince. Bazemore on the wing. Pass to Lynn. He tries for three. Rebound collected by Levine. Chicago leading by 11. Pass to Day. The three. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got his 4th assist in this one.
The stretch forward, Jabari Parker, seeing the floor well and then whipping the ball around with precision.
Bazemore with it. Now defended by Levine. Collins against Markkanen. Now here's Prince. T right on him. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Poked away and stolen by Bazemore. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. And the slam dunk by Bazemore.
And really, Lynn has a terrific feel for this offense. Just seems to know whenever one of his guys is open.
And there's the call on John Collins. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And still early in the period.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, congratulations on the win. You were the driving force out there on offense, so why were you so effective?
No, it was help I got from my teammates. I might have logged the points, but they did the stuff that doesn't show up in the box score. So I'd love to take all the credit, but honestly, they had just as much to do with the win as I did.
5 guys making it happen at a very important point of the season. Congratulations. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.